What's up, guys? So, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's been a little while since I posted a video, a couple weeks, because my iPhone is out of storage. I'm actually using one of my old phones right now, so I gotta figure that out. Anyways, I just want to jump on here and do a little quick video. One of the most important things to do when you're involved in a high conflict custody case: document everything. And I really wanted to go over this tonight because the thing is, I know I'm a procrastinator. If anybody else out there is a procrastinator like I am, let me just say this: writing stuff down or typing it up when it's fresh on your memory, do it. I'm telling you, I went through on my computer on the Word app, just because I'll go on there and just like when I'm emotional about something or upset or just confused or whatever, I will pull up a blank Word document, format it, and start typing just to get it all out of my head. And it helps a lot because the other way with this is it helps me not want to text the person all emotional and then say something you're going to regret because it gets brought up in court. So you don't want that. So with that being said, like tonight, when I read through all these, there's so many little things that I forgot about. And, I remembered like the major parts of whatever event, but when it comes to the details, I'll be like, wow, I totally forgot about that part. And dates are super important because there are certain judges who are going to call you out on dates, and you want to know your dates. Like the first court hearing I ever had, I was so scared because the judge was like really, really angry at the other party. But when I forgot a date, I was so scared. But I had a pretty good date in mind. So just make sure that when something does happen, with how far technology's come, I mean, you can literally just do anything on a phone. So even if you go on your notepad and document it there, it's documented. There's a timestamp on there. So there's no reason that shouldn't be able to be used in your defense, in your case. With that being said, what I'm going to do this week on here is probably tomorrow. I want to talk about parenting plans. If you don't know what a parenting plan is, it is basically, let's say that you were filing a motion of custody and it's one of those supplemental documents that come with it. And basically, it's just you describing to the court what you would like to see happen in the case and what you feel is in the best interest of your child. So that, affidavits, all that good stuff. Eventually, we're going to hit on all of it. And again, if you haven't seen my first couple videos, I do want to urge to not take this as legal advice. I am not an attorney, so this is not an attorney-client relationship. So I have a degree, but not in law. I'm in school for it, but I don't have a degree in law. I have an associate's degree and I'm working on my bachelor's now, but I am not an attorney and I'm not a paralegal. I haven't taken a certification test, so this is not legal advice, long story short. And this is advice from a parent who has dealt with the worst of the worst when it comes to child custody disputes. I've had false allegations made against me saying that I abuse my kids, drug use, actually, like I deal with a lot of harassment. So, and I know who's doing it, and it's so hard not to react, but I don't, because the more you don't react, I'm telling you, the more it works out in your favor. I know it's hard very hard not to react to certain situations, but I'm telling you, take the high road every time, because it's only going to work out for you. So, there, speaking of things I've been through, one of the things I'm dealing with right now is the cyber stalking is out of hand. And I can't figure out. Well, I have an idea. I have a list of whose profile, like which profile it is. But I'm kind of new, still trying to figure out TikTok. I've only been on there for a year and trying to figure out, I just figured out how to block certain people, so that's a good sign. But yeah, so, all these fake profiles are being made, and there was a fake profile that one of these individuals who is harassing me had made, and basically went through my social media profiles, and they screenshotted pictures of me while I was talking and stuff. They were very, very unbecoming for sure. And that's what the purpose was. That's what her purpose was behind it. And this person was very bad at hiding their identity that they did it. But the one thing they did that is very upsetting is posted a fake drug test that they made on whatever app, and then they cut a picture of me out from social media somewhere and then cropped it onto the drug test, the failed drug test. I've never failed a drug test in my life, and I pay for my own hair follicle tests. It's crazy because I have had to defend myself to so much crap that I haven't done, and every single time I have proven that I am sober. I am not a child abuser. I am not these things. And this has been going on for 5 years, y'all. 5 years. It's just constant, because it's not just in one of these situations I'm dealing with. It's in both situations. And it's a big, nasty thing that I choose to ignore, because I just don't understand how some people can target you because of whose mother you are. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense to me why these individuals keep on harassing me. It doesn't make sense to me why we can't just be civil, why we can't co-parent. And the thing is it's always when if I have opinions about something that doesn't align with their opinions, that kind of stuff. But there's a lot of parent alienation I'm dealing with too, in one of my daughter's cases. And, I do not have money for an attorney anymore. I am literally in school because I can get financial aid and just learn the laws that I need to learn so I can adequately represent myself in a hearing. And I represented myself. I was forced to. I didn't have an option. My attorney withdrew 2 weeks before trial, and I ended up proving there'd been changed circumstances, and I was awarded joint custody. It was great, except that the other party refuses to follow the order, and it's the same cycle happening over and over again, where he just wants to keep my child from me. But along with that, his significant other is coaching my child to dislike me and not want anything to do with me. I've not seen my daughter since December 16th. She tells me that she has a new mommy, that I abandoned her, which is not true whatsoever. And it just blows my mind, because I try to put myself in those shoes. Could I ever say this about the other parent? Could I ever make these false accusations against somebody to get a favorable custody outcome? And the answer is no. Like, I suck at lying anyways, but to falsely accuse somebody and put their life through what I've been through, I mean, when I got accused of child abuse, I didn't even have the right to have an investigation. Okay? Like, it was wild. I just got a phone call one day, and DSS family specialist telling me because of one of the individuals who reported it, which was a friend of the other party, because of their career and status, the case was immediately founded against me. And, you know, I had been saying for a very long time that this individual had an issue with me and they were biased in this situation. And now that the whole thing has been dropped against me, because when we went into court, this was a couple years ago when I was in court for this, there were so many reports going to DSS and just fake. I have always put my kids first. They are my number one. And for any parent to refuse to nurture and refuse to support the child's relationship with that other parent, if the parent's safe and healthy, if there's somebody who's on drugs and not safe around your child, obviously you have your reasons. But if you don't have those reasons or adequate reasons, except for that, oh, I'm just pissed off and jealous, get your head out of your ass, because that's not okay. And, you know, obviously most people watching this aren't going to be that way, because there's a reason that the keywords you typed in brought you here. And I just really hope that some of the information I start to put on here in the future and stuff can at least calm your nerves at night, something. If I can help one person in any way, even if it is just to get a couple hours of sleep a night because you've been so stressed out about what's going to happen, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're sober, you're putting your kid first, I promise you everything's going to be fine. But if you do start to deal with certain things like I've talked about, where you do get accused of things that just aren't true, you know, I'm going to have tips and stuff on here for all that. For instance, one of the main things, the opposing parties accusing me of things that just aren't true. So that's why I bought a body camera. And anytime there's an interaction or anything, that body camera is on, and that is for not only my safety, but my child's safety, and for the safety of our continued healthy relationship. What's up, OC? So, but I just want to jump on here, post this quick video, talk about how important documenting your case is, and make sure, like I said, do it right after it happens. And if, like, I prefer to type because it's faster for me, but there's times that I prefer to write in a journal, which is also great. And if you do prefer to write in a journal, I want to recommend something for you. It didn't come with the stickers. I put the My Little Pony stickers and stuff on there, but this is called a Smart Notebook. Right there is a little emblem for it. And I have another one on the way in the mail, but it's the bigger executive size. But the awesome thing about this notebook, it's perfect for documenting court cases. Perfect. Because, look, each page has its own QR code, and it connects to an app. So how this page is written right here, I scan that QR code with my phone, and it shows up like exactly like the page does. It's so wild. Technology has come far, y'all, real far. So, Smart Notebook, you can get it on Amazon, and they got all different ones. They even have one that's a flex, where is that cat doing? What's he doing back? Oh, he's fluffing the pillow. What's up, OC? But get yourself one of these. The price is about $15, but I'm telling you, this is perfect for documenting anything, really. So get yourself one of these. If you're already in a situation where you're being falsely accused of things and you feel like it's going to be an issue moving forward, you can also look at body cameras on Amazon. They have some really nice ones that are really affordable. And that's not only for your safety, but for the well-being and safety of your child. So anyways, tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to try to get it done tomorrow and post tomorrow night. I'm going to go over what is considered best interest factors, which means what's in the best interest of your child. Each state has their own statutes about it, but overall, they all encompass the same moral being type situation. So I want to go over that and go over the important things that you got to look out for. And I have my page done on Facebook. So there's a bunch of resources on there and everything. If you are looking for help, legal resources or anything like that. And I am going to double check on the page, make sure it's all ready to go, and I'll post that link on here tomorrow too. So anyways, guys, I really appreciate you watching. And again, next episode, I'm going to talk about child best interest factors. So come back and check me out for that. All right. I hope everybody has an awesome night, and see you later.